The Brave Wilderness crew and I love to visit this location as it has provided an incredible backdrop for many of our desert episodes. And while most of the dangers we have faced are covered in scales or stingers, it is oftentimes the environment that poses some of the most dangers. Cactus spines are an obvious landmine, but what you don't realize is the terrain is laced with sharp, jagged rocks, many of which can easily twist an ankle or worse. Every time we visit a location, we face the challenging landscapes so that we can get the best and most epic-looking B-roll that we can. However, sometimes these shots don't go according to plan, and all it takes is one little slip for a single shot to go very, very wrong.
Oh! Are you okay? Did you land on your pack?
Yeah.
Did you hurt your arm?
Yeah, I'm alright.
You sure?
Yeah. Whew.
Dude.
That's a thumper. Did you get that camera?
Yeah.
Okay, let's take one more look at that missed jump, this time in slow motion.
Fight.
I nailed my launch point, full projection off of my left foot. I cleared the gap, but landed on a rounded outcrop and slipped. When I fell, the momentum toppled me backward, and I flipped head first right off the cliff. I did a complete reverse somersault and landed with a thud onto my head, shoulder, and pack.
Every once in a while, guys, I miss a jump. And I just landed funny. My foot slipped, and I literally fell about 15 feet. I messed up my elbow pretty good. Back first into the rocks. Filming the show is dangerous. We're just doing B-roll shots right now. And that one was bad. Messed up my hat a little bit. Couple scars for the hat. Couple scars for the arms, but I'm okay. I know you're gonna all see that video and go. You can actually hear my mom screaming in the background. That's probably the farthest drop I've ever survived.
Like, let's see how far that is. You were going head first?
Head first,
all
head over heels, all the way down, landed in this hole like this.
So let's take a look up and see how it does.
Yeah, guys, this isn't soft. This is rocks. Woo! Hurt my shoulder a little bit, but all risks of breaking trail. And this is why you never want to come out here and jump around the rocks like you see me doing. Just a B-roll shot, and sure enough, that one almost got my leg. Woo! Close call.
Over the course of filming our Brave Wilderness shows, I've sustained many injuries. And whether they were bites, pinches, or stings, the majority of them have been intentional, so that we can learn about these animals. However, when it comes to environmental injuries, like falling into a cactus, or being hit by a rogue wave, these are usually the worst. And trust me when I say, I am no stranger to using a trauma kit. The good news is that I have managed to walk away from all of these mishaps, and we always make it a point to show you how we clean up the aftermath.
The good news is the guy who Peterson bounces. It still doesn't mean that we aren't going to break out the trauma kit to clean me up. Here, come here, check this out. This arm is taking a beating on this trip to Arizona. Swollen elbow, velvet ant sting, tarantula hawk sting. That's actually worse than an alligator bite. Just a temporary field cleanup. I put my elbows down first. Elbows took all the impact, and then of course, all that shock trauma to my shoulders. Fortunately, I didn't dislocate my shoulder, but I can promise you guys this much, it is going to be sore in the morning. Well, we learned a really valuable lesson tonight, Coyote Pack. When you're out there in the wild, whatever you do not jump from rocks. Because if you land wrong, you may fall as far as 15 feet, if not more, end up with some major bandages, or quite possibly without your life. I'm Coyote Peterson. Be brave. Stay wild. We'll see you on the next location. All right, let's go get me an ice pack.
You are in trouble.
Looking back on this nearly tragic fall, it is fair to say that I have learned a very valuable lesson. jumping boulders just simply is not necessary to make our episodes look any better. So don't be surprised if in the future you see me walking and not jumping through the environments. If you thought this on location episode was extreme, make sure to go back and watch my accidental run-in with the teddy bear Choya. And don't forget, subscribe so you can join me and the crew on this season of Breaking Trail.
Take happy thoughts. 1, 2, 3.
Oh, wow. That one hurt.
The bullet ant is the grand finale on my quest to find the most painful sting in the insect kingdom. The tarantula hawk is definitely...
It's clearly the best strategy. Alright, I guess we'll do this. We have to do that at some point. You look badass now, it doesn't match your peaceful nature. Well, maybe I'll get more street cred then from all those people on Twitch. People on Twitch don't care about your street cred anyways.
Gather true, earn my favor.
So, alright, we got some Thalmos burst. I'm pretty much just gonna cast my deck off the top the rest of the game. See if we can do enough damage to him, which seems unlikely. If you grow the beard, it won't become mini, that's admirable. I like to think that there's more defining a person than their haircut and beard, personally. Also, if you haven't noticed, there's a lot of beards on Twitch other than that's admirable. I encourage you to step outside of the Hearthstone section and find some very gifted beards in the world. Get him! Hit him with everything. We got another torch, another fireball, another crossbolt, and a pyroblast. We do get some cards here. Looks like you're in a biker gang or a professional wrestler. I'll take that as a compliment. Thanks, Jerry Rivers. I could probably beat up some of the other streamers, you know, so. If you put me, if it was like wrestling match between all the streamers, who would beat me? What do you guys think? Alright, Chad. I could definitely take on some of the other Hearthstone streamers. Which Hearthstone streamers do you think would beat me in wrestling? That's a good question. That's a fun one. What streamer that's a Hearthstone streamer would you say would be able to beat? And there are definitely some. I think one of the answers would surprise that no one's gonna get. And I think it's the one that first comes to my mind. I know no one's gonna get. It's really hard to tell like how big people are sometimes when they're just doing the streaming stuff. Alright, we can't do it. We can break his armor, but we don't have enough to do the remaining health plus his armor ups. Calento. Ponyhoof? Ponyhoof's a pretty big dude. I never met him in person, but I bet he would do well. Forsen? Yeah, Forsen would probably win. He works out. It'd be a reasonable fight, but I'd give Forsen that edge there. Dog, no, definitely not. And Jack, definitely Jack. Lothar would probably win this. Kibler? I think I would beat Kibler. Now, on probably just pure, like, lifting stuff, would I give Kibler an edge? I've never worked out with him. He's pretty fit, though. But I would definitely, like, I don't see Kibler being really into a physical fight, right? Whereas I'm gonna go for it once you put me there. Oh, fuck. We got Control Warrior again. Maybe today is not the day for Freeze Mage, you guys. Reyna would fight dirty, yeah, and like Kibler would fight too honest, you know? If you're in a wrestling match with Kibler, he'd like get you in a hold, he'd be like, oh, I'm not hurting you, am I? He would be so nice about it that you'd be like, oh, you're on my leg, and he'd get off and you'd take advantage and you'd win. So I think that one, you have some tricks up your sleeve. I think the one that immediately comes to my mind that would definitely beat me in a wrestling match is Gnimsh. Gnimsh is a big dude. He would definitely beat me in a wrestling match. He's like pretty friendly, but if you told him, hey, this is a sporting event, he would go all out, and he weighs a lot. He would definitely win. He's not like, he's not fat though, he's just tall and got like big proportions on pretty much every part of his body. Alright, I'm gonna play one more. I'm gonna be sad if we lose. We haven't faced any shamans though, so it's probably time for a change. Nimsh the Lake Troll. Nimsh is a big dude. He would, I don't know, Nimsh versus like Forsen. That'd be interesting. I think I might even give Nimsh the edge over Forsen. He's a pretty big dude. Eloise. Had to go to a meeting, so missed the greeting phrase. Haircut explanation. Good to see you after the weekend. Thanks, Magic Maxwell. Okay, Rogue's a good fight though. How about some Temple Mage? Maybe. Like, obviously we don't want to play against Control Warrior and Druid with Mage, right? We want to play against Double kill. Don't fight Raynad, he'll lose the fight complaining about how unlikely he was. Hopefully. Raven? Raven I would probably beat. He's not like unfit, he's just not a big guy. Like Raven and Sottle are not exactly people you would see being like the muscle man of the show. Lothar, on the other hand, like he's not a tall guy, but he's definitely like the muscle man of the show. He puts in a lot of effort to be that. Go Esamira. Yeah, probably not. You want me to get in a fight with Mitch Jones? How would that end? That would end with just like him lying to his stream about how he won the fight even though he got his ass kicked. I don't know if you guys know who Mitch Jones is. If you do, that joke's probably pretty funny. Made a new emote for you, but I cannot post a link for image. Send it to me in Discord. Ain't no man. Alright. Type exclamation mark Discord. It'll take you to this chat room thing. Just send me the message there. You might have to make an account to send me the message. I don't know how it works, but you hook me up in the Discord. That is the best way to get me to notice. You got 2 crossbows. We'll use that. Doesn't have enough viewers from here. No, you guys are horrible. What about Firebat? Yeah, I'd say I could take Firebat. I don't want to like, you know, I don't want you to go run to Firebat and be like, Oddborn said he could beat you in a fight. Probably Firebat would say like he would have a good shot against me because everyone thinks a little more of themselves, right? But I at least think I would do reasonable. Certainly wouldn't disappoint in that type of fight. Like a lot of these that I answer, I'm just saying like if they pulled off something crazy, they could win, but it wouldn't be a good show, you know. It wouldn't be like I got wrecked. Nimsh would just wreck me, whatever he was. He would just like pull you in with a bear hug, pin you to the ground. It's over. There's no way. No way in hell. I really want to draw cards this turn. If I Frostbolt this, it's kind of bad. If I Thorazan next turn though on empty, it's better. Maybe we'll Fireball him. The thing is the Thorazan's not even that good, but I don't like letting the board go away from me. We don't have like any AoE, so I can't expect to get something later. Serene, thank you for the 8 months in a row. Welcome to the stream, Serene. Thank you for that continued awesomeness. Shit. Alright, well if we lose to Rogue, I think I'll just call it on the Freeze Mage today. Rip second Frostbolt, so my Ice Lances are dead. You don't need that much to kill a Rogue on the other hand. Just need a Pyroblast and Fireball. Silver name? That's the Russian guy, right? Never met him before. I never get to watch his stream either, because there's all these like really big foreign streamers on Twitch now. It's funny, if you guys were a Twitcher like just a year or 2 ago, it was really rare to see big foreign streams, but Twitch started moving into like Russia and Korea and stuff like that. So now you get a lot of these, right? But it's kind of crazy sometimes when you go to like the Hearthstone section and you look at the top and there's the 6 top streams and only one of them is an English stream. You're like, well, I have to click on that one, right? The other streams are there, but there's no way to interact in them if you're not actually going to speak that language. What's up, Jalzera? How's it going, dude? Sick hair, Jalzera. Like, as a streamer, I like just walking into other streamer streams, right? Because I got, like, the credentials. If they click on my name, they see I have followers and stuff. But even if I do that to a Russian streamer, I doubt they would have any, like, real way to interact. But at the very least, the rest of the chat certainly wouldn't. So miss a bit of opportunity, maybe.
That's why I'm
Think Zale could beat you? I think I could beat Zale. I've hung out with him. We've even stripped down to our underwear together. I went swimming at nighttime in the ocean with Zale in Valencia, so I even know what he looks like. We both know what he look like. Wearing almost nothing. Barely anything at all. Can you say the word sorry? I'm sorry. Does that work for you? Can I make a third request as an exception? Sure, Corsa, you can definitely do that. Cap of Pride. There was a bunch of us. We all went. None of us had a swimsuit. I was wearing a suit, and I just like took it off. We all went into the ocean at midnight. Actually, it was 2 a.m., not midnight. Wearing nothing but our underwear. It was a beautiful time. Cap of Prides. Many were shared. Just gonna play the barrier and blocks, so we're like fully safe here. We're pretty much just looking for Alex now. I could squeeze the Acolyte out that turn if I played only one of these guys, but it would be a big deal. Don't pop my ice block. That would suck. You might do it too. Lose the ice block is probably over. Really, we could have Alexed him for multiple turns, so we never drew it. Do you think you can take on Duck Sauce? No, I've met Duck Sauce. He's a very big dude. We're talking like Hearthstone streamers here, you know, right? Duck Sauce is big even for a normal person. Hearthstone streamers are significantly smaller than normal people. Duck Sauce is big even for a normal person. Eviscerate. Shit. Well, what do you think? Maybe he doesn't have a spell, right? Because we still have the armor. I bet he has a spell. Yeah, he's got both his abysses left.
I believe that keep was yours.
The dream is we draw the other block now. It's only 10 cards left. Because if we draw the other block, then maybe he has to hit the barrier too. I guess I'm Alexing myself then. Our lances are dead, right? Well, not really, they go together. So right now I can do 14... Yeah, I Alex myself here. He can still kill me, he has multiple states. Here, he hits me because I have Ice Barrier. Dog seems tall? No, not really. Reynad is significantly taller than Dog is, for example. This is more of an average height. Double the Eviscerate. Like what? He had 10 cards left. I don't get my shit. I never get my shit. I'm not happy with that game. Let's play one more as Freeze Mage. Rampage Jackson could be a Twitch prize fighter. How about Hobbs? I've never met Hobbs. You know, that's a shame because he's Canadian. I've tried to hook up with him a couple times, but it's never worked out. We lived in different cities, though. Duck Sauce has an awesome voice. Does he mod his voice on stream or is it natural? Well, he has the full studio setup, right? But no, it's his normal voice. He does impressions and stuff too. How tall is Reynad? Reynad's pretty tall. He's over 6 foot. Warrior again, yeah. So I guess we're not playing Freeze Mage. Not one Shaman today. We had like over half our opponents were Shaman on Sunday. We didn't get even one. What's sad about that? Maybe it's not Control Warrior. What's your win rate with Freeze Mage? On Sunday it was really high. Today, however, we've not gotten it. So that's not good. Really? Yeah, right now it's pretty tall. There's not many people in the Hearthstone scene that are taller than him. Crip is definitely the tallest one.
Gather truth, earn my favor. Well done.
Do Toronto streamers meet up regularly? No, it's pretty informal. I hang out with Maj and Phil, for example, but just like meet up at a restaurant or something. There's no limit. Put in the wrong email in Discord. Is there a way to change it? Probably. You can just make another account if you wanted. There's not really anything too strict about that. So I don't know all the ways it works, but I'm sure there's an option for you. Thanks, Slick. Asamala, welcome to the stream. Good to see you. Majin Buu, no, Majin Phil. Majin Phil is a Twitch streamer who does Majora's Mask speedrunning. You guys stick around in the stream when it's not online as well. I have the auto host feature set up, so you are pretty likely to see the types of streamers that I like, which would be great if you watch and just like hang out with streamers. Thanks, Carlos. What's up, dude? I just looked up Duck Sauce. Yeah, he would destroy. Yeah, I know he's kind of like. I'm more of a reasonable average person, right? And what I'm getting at is a lot of just game players are not known for being exceptionally physically fit, right? Duck Sauce is physically fit even by a normal person standing. So we're above the average fit standard. We're gonna say like Duck Sauce and Vajira. Those are people that are like actual fitness level guys. Ask who you picked as a champion. I picked Ice for the BlizzCon champion. No, he has the Justicar. Why? Why does it have to be like this? We faced way more controllers. Ripped my freeze mage today. So what are we gonna play then? Well, we're dying to this control warrior. We should decide what we're actually gonna play. Our matches today have been a lot of warriors. It tempts me to play Druid, but I just feel like I've played Druid enough already. I don't know. I have good Druid decks, right? So it's like, why play Druid? Yeah, we've gotten some variety. We've had one Druid, one Hunter, one Mage. Oh no, sorry, no Hunters. One Druid, one Mage, one Paladin, one Rogue, and 5, now this is 6 Warriors. We've completely traded Shamans for Warriors today. So I'm gonna say my Freeze Mage stream's a little dead until those numbers change. Consider a different deck. Evolved Cobalt, it wouldn't matter, you guys. We faced 6 Warriors. At least we beat the Dragon Warrior. You pick Tice? Yeah, I feel like Tice is just, you know, he's the returning guy, he's got a lot of experience. He's won several tournaments this year. Although, to be honest, like the deck list between the players going seems pretty similar. I would have loved to see maybe a couple more people take some different stances. And it's the only thing that makes me nervous is that like almost anyone could win based on the fact that their deck lists are so similar. And then being the like more experienced player's advantage is useful. Alright, if we're not playing Druid, what do we all play? We play Paladin. Make creative tempo deck. It's just... Tempo Mage isn't really that great against Warriors either, right? It's okay, but it's not exactly what I would pick to say, yeah, let's beat Warriors. It's more like you're gonna take a 45%, and if you outplay them, break even. Good evening from Poland. Nice to see you. Thanks, Adeki. Welcome. Welcome to the stream.
Your enemy has destroyed a key. My curse upon you.
N'Zoth Paladin? I think N'Zoth Paladin's really good against Warriors, and then it also gives us some versatility against other classes. It would have lost to... So of what we've faced so far, the Paladin would have lost to the Rogue, right? It would have definitely lost to the Rogue. I think it would basically have won the other matchups. Was Paladin, anything Paladin's close match, Temple Mage, Druid. Yeah, well, let's try Paladin for a bit. That's probably what I would play in the Heroic Brawl as well. I was thinking Paladin or Freeze Mage. Do we know when the Heroic Brawl is coming out now, by the way? They delayed it because there was all the Reddit people complaining about it, but I'm not sure if I actually know when it's being released officially now, after the delay. Both our Ice Lances left. Is there any way I come up with enough damage? If you didn't have Justicar, I definitely would have come up with enough damage, but... It's gonna be at like 35. Is he not gonna let the Doomsayers trigger? Or it comes out this week. Oh, really? Okay. I kind of want to play the Heroic Brawl, but I know I'm going to lose all my gold on it. Don't like that haircut. Things get leasoned. Well, I appreciate your constructive feedback. It is but hair. Personally, I think it looks a little better in person. The sides look extra short when it's on screen, but